Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Yeti, and I got you with part 2 of my what team should I play for in NBA 2K18. So the prelude already's out, so most of y'all probably already played it, most of y'all already picked the teams or archetype, etc, etc. But when the live game comes out, you could restart it if you don't like your archetype. You might find out more information about your archetype that you don't like. You might find out you don't want to play for that team anymore. So these videos are gonna probably help you, right? I'm gonna be making a video of breaking down each and every archetype for each position. So that video is going to be coming out soon. Another video I'm going to be dropping is what I liked and disliked about the NBA 2K18 Prelude. So be on the watch for those, alright? But let's just get straight into this video, alright? So the first team on this list is going to be the Magics. So the Orlando Magic have a pretty good team, alright? So starting off with the players, they have Nikola Vucevic, Aaron Gordon, Elfrid Payton, Evan Fournier, Mario Hezonja, Aaron Aflalo now. Oh, I almost forgot about Jonathan Simmons. And they also have Terrence Ross, yeah. So they have a lot of role players. Like, a lot of these players are very good players. They'll definitely be a very good team if they had one star. Like throw Russell Westbrook on this team and he will definitely get them in the playoffs easily. All right, 2 stars will definitely help the team, but you're making your my player, so you got to be the star for this team, all right? So this team, their team needs are going to be the point guard position, the shooting guard position, and the small forward position. Now, I'm not too sure about the shooting guard and the small forward position because they have a lot of players that could play both positions. Like, Jonathan Simmons plays both shooting guard and small forward. Elfrid Payton is the point guard. Evan Fournier plays shooting guard and small forward. Mario Hezonja plays shooting guard and small forward. Terrence Ross plays shooting guard and small forward. So they have a lot of positions there. But I really think you should look at the point guard position, the shooting guard position, because they need somebody to score. They need somebody to take all the scoring load for them. Like you need to be that player that's gonna average about 25 points per game for them, so that y'all can make a difference. All right. You could also make a power forward position, but you have Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon's pretty athletic. I think he's gonna be getting better this season. I'm not too sure. The center positions are unlocked. I think Nikola Vucevic is perfect for your center position. He puts down very good picks. He grabs rebounds. He could work around the rim. He's a pretty good center, right? So I don't recommend making a center for this team. But a point guard is probably the most likely position for this team that they need, because Elfrid Payton, he's just a playmaker. He's like, he's Elfrid Payton, of course. He's not the greatest, scoring point guard. He's a decent passer. He could lay it up around the rim. But they need a lot of help at that point guard position. So I recommend making a shooting, playmaking point guard, or maybe even like a shot creating point guard. Somebody that's just going to be able to take over the game. Same thing with the shooting guard and small forward positions. I think a shot creating player, somebody who could just go in and score 25, 30 points. I mean, it's my career, obviously. Anybody could go in there and score about 40. You could average 40 points per game easily throughout the season. But these are team needs. You could also make a power forward, and like I said in my last video, power forward position, a lot of these teams need a power forward. The next team on this list is definitely going to need a power forward, and we're just going to jump off of the Magic and get straight into this team. This next team is the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Minnesota Timberwolves are very stacked this season, all right? They just acquired Jimmy Butler. They have Andrew Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns, very good players too. They picked up Taj Gibson as well. And they also picked up Jamal Crossover, all right? Jamal Crawford, I said crossover, that's his nickname, but So the team is very good. What they do need, I think they still have Ricky Rubio on the team. But Ricky Rubio, he's been on trade blocks for however long it's been, But, so they definitely need a point guard. Let's start that off. So a point guard, like a playmaking point guard, is perfect for this team. They already have a lot of scorers on the team. Like, Jimmy Butler, Andrew Wiggins, and Karl Anthony Towns who want to score. They have Jamal Crawford. I was about to say crossover again. They have Jamal Crawford, and he's great off the bench as well. Taj Gibson, he's a decent power forward, but you could also make a power forward to start with them. Like, imagine, forget about the point guard. If Ricky Rubio's still on the team, I'm not too sure. I need to look at the roster again. But if Ricky Rubio's on the team, then you have a decent point guard. Then you got a couple good players too. A couple great players, let's be honest. And then you at the power forward position, you can be a stretch big. I recommend a stretch big if anything, because they need some good shooters. Like if you're gonna make a point guard, make a playmaking point guard, or a 3-point shooting point guard, like somebody that could really shoot the ball, because they need somebody that's gonna help stretch the floor. Like of course Jimmy Butler could shoot. Towns is a decent scorer. Jamal Crawford is a good shooter as well, but a knockdown shooter will definitely space the floor for that team and just make it a lot easier for everybody. Same thing with the power forward position. You can make a rebounding power forward to go down. You can be twin towers with Karl-Anthony Towns. You can make a 6'11" center. I mean power forward as well. You can make a 7-foot power forward or center. You know, and then you can also make him, you know, stretch big. You can make the 3-point and rebounding one. Like I don't know how good that archetype is gonna be for NBA 2K18, but it will definitely put in work for your team. But yeah, so that's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Very good team. They just need more depth. Obviously, they don't have like the huge depth that the Magic have. I think the Magic have a lot of depth. They'd have a lot of good role players, but no stars. This team has a lot of stars, but no role players. You know. But yeah, let's go to the next team on this list. And the next team on this list is gonna be the New York Knicks. That's my team right there. That's my team, guys. If you don't know, I'm from New York, and that's my favorite team. Sadly, I know they really suck, but they're not that bad of a team. They have Carmelo Anthony, you know, Kristaps Porzingis, and Tim Hardaway Jr. that they just signed and gave him a boatload of money. I don't know why they couldn't give, like, you know, D Rose an extra. Like they could have just gave D Rose $5 million. I think he would have signed with the Knicks. I don't know. I guess he really wants a championship with Cleveland, but that's not gonna happen because, you know, the Warriors. But anyways, not trying to sound salty on that, but you know. So their team needs. I think they need a point guard definitely, and a center. So they recently just drafted a point guard, Frank. I don't even want to butcher his last name, Ntilikina, something like that. And I think he's gonna be okay, but they definitely need a good point guard. I think like I said before, along the lines of playmaking and scoring. Not too much of a shot creator, but more of a 3-point specialist as well to help space the floor. Also, you can also make a center. If you like Frank Ntilikina, I don't know how well he plays or whatever, but you can make a center and you could just go into. You can make a rebounding, a post scoring rebounder will be ridiculous. Also defending, like getting block shots and everything. Man, you can make a player like Tyson Chandler was back in like the 2012 Knicks, which that team was very good too. All right, guys, that 2012 team was very good. 2012, 2013, or 2013, 2014. I think the 2014 one was when they dropped, but we're not talking about them, all right? But yeah, so those are the team needs for the Knicks. I think the Knicks definitely need a point guard and definitely need a center. You could make a small forward as well if Melo leaves by the time the season starts, which could be possible. But I don't think he's leaving. Kristaps Porzingis, very good player. You know, very good at stretching the floor. He's athletic too. He's fast. And Tim Hardaway Jr., good dunker, good 3-point shooter. You know, he's a good inside-outside player. You know, he makes up for not having J.R. Smith. You know, he's kind of like J.R. Smith because he gets in shooting rhythms as well. If you remember from the rookie-sophomore game a couple years ago when it was him and Deion Waiters. But yeah, let's just keep going off to the next team on this list. So the next team on this list is the Dallas Mavericks. Now the Dallas Mavericks need help like a lot of these teams do, all right? You could pretty much make whatever position you want and it will be good. They have Dirk for one more year, I believe. And their other players like Harrison Barnes, Nerlens Noel. And then I wouldn't make a point guard for this team, all right? Let's get into the team needs, all right? I wouldn't make a point guard, but you can make a point guard. I wouldn't make a point guard for one reason, and that's because they have about like 4 point guards, all right? Like they have Seth Curry, which I don't know if he's playing point guard or shooting guard, but he plays both. They have Yogi Ferrell, who, if you follow the Dallas Mavericks in any way, he came in out of nowhere and scored like 30 points one game, like, and shot like, he made like 6 or 7 threes, I don't remember, but yeah, he came in and cooked. And they just drafted Dennis Smith Jr. Here we go. But yeah, they drafted Dennis Smith Jr. and he was very good too. In what college was he in? I forgot what college he was in. But yeah, he was also very good and they drafted him. So that's another point guard. They don't need a point guard, but you can make a point guard. I do recommend making a tall shooting guard or even a center because Nerlens Noel is very replaceable. But if you're gonna play for this team, a shooting guard or a small forward are probably the most recommended positions on this team. Harrison Barnes is okay, I guess, but they have a lot of shooters, so you can make a slasher. Like if you want to make a slasher, go ahead and make a slasher. Somebody's ready to dunk, the driving finishing or the driving finishing shot creator. You know, that's one of the underrated archetypes in this game, I believe. And if you put that on this team, they have shooters all over the place. Like you could just drive and slash. I mean, you could just drive and pass, and it's not bad. It'll work out for that team. But yeah, let's go on to the last team on this list. This is the fifth team, the fifth and last team for this video, and that's going to be the Detroit Pistons. Now the Detroit Pistons, another good team. I think they could have taken a game from the Cleveland Cavs about 2 years ago. Every game was close against them, but they dropped out the playoffs last year, and then yeah, they're just not looking good. But they have a good players. Like they have Andre Drummond, Reggie Jackson, you know, who else they have? They have Devin Harris. No, Tobias Harris. And they just picked up Avery Bradley. So they have a good, you know, that's a good core. What they really need out of that is probably a power forward or a small forward, because they could just make Tobias Harris a power forward. So I make a small forward for that team. I make like a Kevin Durant type player. You know, I saw that there was an archetype going around. It's a small forward, 6'10" small forward, kind of like Kevin Durant built. I think it was a shot creating 3-point specialist, something like that, or I think it was a straight shot creator or playmaking shot creator, something like that. But yeah, that archetype would really work well on this team. Or you could also make a power forward yourself and have Tobias Harris play the 3, and you playing the power forward. I recommend, you know, stretch big, somebody who could score, somebody who could shoot threes. Same thing with the small forward position, like I was saying. You can make somebody that shoots threes, or you can even make a point guard to just take Reggie Jackson's spot. But like I said, the small forward position is probably the best looking one. The small forward or power forward position are the best looking for that team. But yeah, guys, you made it to the end of my video. Thanks for watching. You know, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I do put a lot of time into these videos. I do actually do like a little bit of homework on each team, and I'm very excited for NBA 2K18. The prelude, I will be making a video of what I liked and disliked on it next, and then I will be uploading one of these videos daily of me talking about each team. So so hopefully by Friday we will be done. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what team you playing for, and yeah, peace out. Oh, and don't forget, if you want to, you can add me on PSN or Xbox. I will be getting NBA 2K18 on the PlayStation. All right, so I'll see ya on my next video. All right, guys, peace.